Hey guys, what's up? Johnny here, and today I am joined by Nathan, who is one of our Accelerator members. How you doing, Nathan? Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Johnny. I'm doing great, doing great.
Good, good. Today we're going to be talking about some exciting things that's going on in Nathan's world. Yeah, I got a message from you the other day
Mm,
regarding hearing that you're now a ghost producer. So,
yeah,
yeah, do
of
you want to tell us about that? That's awesome.
course. So I am enrolled in audio engineering school in Vancouver called SAE, and we make beats, we learn about music and stuff. And one of my classmates, she's a DJ. She's a pretty known DJ in my city, and she
Mm,
goes around the club. She's a resident DJ at a couple of clubs, and when I make beats and then show it to the class, she really liked my beat, and she asked me just recently, like, "Hey, do you want to be my ghost producer? I've been looking for someone exactly like you, like exactly the kind of style I want."
mm,
And I've never ghost produced. I've never ghost produced for anyone. I've never really jumped into the work line of like making music yet. So this is gonna be like my first experience in making music for someone. So I didn't have any ideas on the starting rate because she asked me like, "Oh, what's your starting rate?" Um, so I had no prior experience. So I asked her like, "Hey, what's like a good rate for like a ghost producer?" I took it by surprise. I thought it was gonna be like 20 bucks an hour, 30 bucks an hour, like a normal job.
no.
But no, she was like, no, it starts at like 50 bucks an hour to like whatever. So I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. So I
Hmm.
it's too good to pass up, and like I would definitely like take it. It's like it's a great opportunity to me to start making money in this business.
Right.
And yeah, it's definitely like another door open for me in this line of work. I'm definitely excited to see what the future is with this line.
That's amazing to hear, man. It's
Yeah.
definitely well deserved because like your productions are like tip top these days. So yeah, are you gonna be making her melodic techno as well, or is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be making her melodic techno, tech house, organic house. She's more
Mm,
into the organic house. She
okay, cool.
plays, yeah. But sometimes she really asked for melodic techno because it's kind of in the between genres, kind of blending
Mm,
genres here and there. It's definitely within my range, and I could definitely do that. And yeah,
that's amazing, man.
thank
Well,
you.
yeah. So run me through it. Like, have you started like making tracks with her yet? Have you got your first project going? Like, how's it all?
Yeah, I was actually in the studio on Friday, last Friday. We had like an overnight session from like 11 p.m. to like 10 a.m. So we were
Mm,
just working on tracks that she would play this week. And yeah, I we made like 4 or 5 tracks that night. And I still have to work on some mixing and mastering on that track because we were just getting our ideas out that night,
sure.
making use of the studio environment. So I'm definitely excited to finish those tracks. And yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So does she play like gigs around the area or internationally
Yeah.
or?
Yeah, she mostly just plays in like hotels. She plays in like
Mm,
bars, clubs too sometimes. Um, yeah, chill stuff. She was playing at the beach yesterday. I saw her story. Uh,
amazing.
Definitely cool. Definitely f the right vibe for like organic house.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
That's awesome, man. Well, I
yeah,
mean, look at you. You're doing what most musicians, not
yeah,
even just producers, but most musicians are never doing, which
yeah,
is actually making money from music, right?
yeah,
So, how does that
yeah.
feel?
I'm so happy to finally make money out of music because I've been kind of dreaming about it because I
Mm,
started it off as a hobby and never thought I was like, oh, I would never make money out of this because it's just like a hobby here and there. But now I'm actually dropping everything and making music full time and start making money, which is a great feeling because it doesn't feel like work. It feels like
Right.
I'm just doing my hobby for money, which is great.
Yeah, man, you get to do what you love and get
Exactly.
paid to do it, man. So
Exactly.
yeah, so full time now? Is that how it's
Yeah,
going?
yeah, full time. She asked me for track ideas very often, so I get to work, get my ideas on Ableton right away. So yeah.
Sick, man. Are you gonna have time for your own project as well with all these ghost projects?
Yeah. I'll try to make time for my own project. Maybe in the weekend I'll take a couple of days off and work on my own
Mm,
stuff. But
sure.
yeah, yeah. I also
See,
have
that's
another artist that I'm ghost producing as well. It's it's my uncle. He DJs as well. He's back in
mm,
Indonesia. So he plays in the club as well. So he asked me for remixes, definitely on the melodic techno like Anima, Cassian side, like very hard hitting. So I'm very happy to produce for him as well and play in
amazing, man.
these cool clubs in Indonesia.
Well, what I would say, man, is of course, like we should have a conversation about your rates, of course.
Mhm. Of
Definitely off the interview, so people don't see.
course. Yeah.
So you can keep your card to your chest, but
Yeah, for
we should
sure.
have a talk about that. But also, like, what you should really do is when you have like the tracks finished, right? Like, start creating a little portfolio of
Yeah.
tracks that you've ghost produced, and
Yeah.
you don't mention the artist who you did it for, of course, but like when people start coming to you, as you start getting a name for it, like we often get like quite a lot of people that follow our Instagram account, they also want to like they don't want to learn to produce themselves. They just want to ghost produce. There's definitely like a distinct person that's just like, hey, I can't be bothered to do this. I'm just gonna pay
Yeah.
someone else to do it. Um, like as much as we would love to take that on, we focus on actually teaching, right? I can barely keep my own artist project afloat, let alone keep other people's when I'm producing for them. So, um, yeah, if people come our way, like of course we'll send them, particularly if they're in the melodic and organic side, because there's actually a fair few. I mean, you would have to probably do all the negotiations and stuff, but we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
bring you up to speed with that. I mean, fairly straightforward stuff. And when you have a portfolio as well, you can just be like, hey, look, these are all the tracks that I've made for people. These are the kind of people I've actually. You shouldn't have a name who you've made them for, because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
way you don't become a ghost. You need to stay the ghost. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that can really really help. So yeah, if there's anything we can do to help on that,
Yeah.
we're here because yeah, we want you to win. So yeah, like what's the plan for the rest of the year then? Like what's how do you see things going? What's exciting on the horizon?
I think I'm gonna keep ghost producing for them. Maybe reach out for more artists. Definitely build up my portfolio so people can see and visit my website or however my portfolio was. And yeah, I don't really have like a solid plan, like a very structural plan throughout this year because anything could happen.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to like set something that later that I don't reach it and then I'm gonna be disappointed because I don't reach it. So I'm just gonna let it loose a little bit and
Mm.
see what happens, I guess. And keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Find
well what you're
hits
doing
here
is
and there.
working, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's working so far, so I'm gonna just keep doing.
awesome, man. Well, I mean, we've only been working together for like just over a month, really. So, like, would you think was the best part about it? Like, if there's people who are
Mm.
potentially going to
Yeah.
join working
Yeah.
with us at some point, like, what would you say would be the
I
best
think
part about it?
I think track feedback is the most important thing. The
Mm,
most important call that we have in the accelerator because you guys give us really in-depth details, little here and there details about anything about the track, and it really gives us an idea or like a room to like improve those tracks
mm,
and not for this that only track, but just like in general what you could add more into the stuff you already added. So
yeah,
it's really
yeah.
important to have those track feedback calls. And also the studio sessions are cool too because you get to see T Tim or you really make a track from scratch and basically like copy it or st steal it, I guess. Steal the techniques that you guys use.
You've been stealing my
Um,
tracks, bro.
it really works.
You can
It
steal the
works.
techniques. Oh,
Techniques, yeah, techniques,
yes.
not tracks. Yeah. Yeah, the techniques, I've gained a lot of knowledge just from rewatching the replays, the
Mhm.
studio sessions, and yeah, it's helped me a lot in production wise, and it's gotten me to a level where people want me to produce for them, which is great.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'll
yeah,
pay you to produce for them as well.
yeah,
What a
exactly.
distinction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember the first song you sent over. I mean, like that was pretty good, but like now I remember I think it was the last one you sent over, and I was just like, I honestly don't really think there's anything I can say here. You've really like taken things up very quickly, which is really good to see. So I guess you have really made the most of it, which is good.
Yeah, yeah.
What would be, sorry, you were gonna say?
Sorry, yeah. We have like a time difference. I'm in Canada, you guys are in the UK, so
Mm,
some of the calls I can't make. Some of the calls are like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. So
sure.
I end up watching the replays. So I just like whenever I'm done with school at like 5:30 p.m., I just usually get myself something to eat and watch you guys' replay. And I
Nice.
make sure to do it every single day to watch every single video that are that are like there, I guess, and like absorb everything.
Mm.
And that's kind of my way of learning. So you guys have no excuse from like time difference. So you
Well,
could
yeah,
definitely
we speak to
watch.
people about this as well. Like there was a guy I was actually chatting to the other day, and it was just like, "Oh, well, I can't make the calls." Like, well, you can watch the replays and just ask
Yeah.
us. You have our direct contact. But
Mm.
obviously, it is better if you can be there live and ask
Yeah,
questions in real
exactly.
time. But like, I mean, we
Hmm.
live in a globalized society these days, and
Yeah.
yeah, we are wanting to eventually add in like US based time zones. And there are
Hmm.
actually some people, we actually have a fair few people in Australia. They can never make any of the calls because they're at like 3 or 4 in the morning for them or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
some of them are doing amazingly from just the
Yeah.
replays and texting us. So yeah,
Yeah. So
amen to that, man.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Well, yeah, what would that, this is always a fun question. Like, what would you say to your producer self 2 or 3 years ago that you wish you could tell yourself now?
Uh, ooh, it's a tricky one because I wasn't even producing 2, 3 years ago.
Really?
Um, oh, I started like just over a year, really.
Dude, I can't, that's insane
Yeah.
considering how far, like, how
I'm a
good
bit
you
of a
are. It
fast
sounds.
learner. I'm a bit of a fast learner here and
Yeah,
there.
I could tell.
Yeah. But yeah, if I would tell myself like when I was starting to make music is just to just have fun really. Don't
Mm,
really uh like definitely a good feedback, like a critical feedback is necessary and good for you, but just starting out, I guess just have fun with making whatever, because you'll definitely progress slowly and then get a sense of like, oh, this is how you make this. Don't really beat yourself up that much because come on, you're just
mm,
starting to make music and everyone starts at zero.
sure.
And yeah, that's one of the thing I was doing. It was like really criticizing myself, like, oh, I'm so bad, I'm gonna quit. But no, man, you're just starting, you're good, just have fun. Making music is a lot of fun. So make use of that.
Of course. It can
Yeah.
be, yeah. I mean, it can be frustrating as hell at some points,
Yeah,
but like you
sure.
have to remember that, like, it's meant to be an enjoyable experience for the
Yeah.
most part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, But with that in mind, if for anybody that is watching this and you're finding that music isn't an enjoyable experience at the moment because maybe you're not getting tracks finished, maybe they're just not cutting up, they're not like standing up to how you want them to, or they're not just really where you want them to be, and you just feel you could always do more. Maybe labels aren't taking you seriously or signing them. Maybe you're not growing an audience, and maybe you're just stuck spinning your wheels, right? This
Yeah.
is where we can help, right? Because if you want to check out what we do in both the Accelerator and Professional House and Techno Producer program, there's a link in the description below here. You can't miss it. It will take you to a video which explains everything in full detail, and more, and everything you're going to need to know. And if that all sounds good, there's also a button below that video to go book a call with us directly. So you can chat with me or Tim or anyone on the team, and we can take things from there. This is only for people that are super serious about actually getting results, though, because if you're just a hobbyist or it's a nice to have that, oh, I would maybe like to sign to the top labels like Anjuna Deep or Afterlife, and you're not actually serious about it, then it's not for you. Don't bother pressing that button. But if you are someone that wants to take your music seriously, get label signings, grow an audience of real fans, and actually start making money from your music like our man Nathan right here, then click that link, watch the video, book a call, and let's have a chat about it. But otherwise, if not, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. And Nathan, thanks again for hopping on. Absolutely
Thanks for having
thrilled
me.
to have you on, and of course, like, keep smashing it. And yeah, we'll hit you up some anyone that wants to make some organic or melodic stuff as a ghost producer, we'll send them your way. Nice work,
Yes.
man. I'll catch you
Thank you.
later.
Gotcha.